afternoon and welcome to the Property Edge. My name is Peter Steeman and I'm the Managing Director of Edge Recruitment. On today's show, I'll be joined by Taryn Widows, Senior Recruitment Consultant at Edge Recruitment, and we'll be exploring why temp and contract roles are fast becoming the smarter career move in 2025. In this episode, we'll also take a look at the latest South Australian employment stats, the pitfalls of slow recruitment in a fast-paced property industry, and the latest job opportunities across Adelaide. Let's get started and dive into the topic that's becoming increasingly relevant in the property industry in South Australia: temporary and contract hiring. Whether you're a business looking to adapt or someone thinking about temp work yourself, there's a lot to unpack. From a business standout point, bringing on temp staff can help you navigate seasonal peaks, cover long-term absences, or kick off new projects that need immediate support. It can often be a more cost-effective option and can have you someone start within a day if needed unexpectedly. For job seekers, temp roles are a great way to build your skill set, get exposed to new systems, broaden your experience across industries, and grow your professional network and lead to permanent positions. Temp and contract roles also offer the kind of flexibility that many people are after today. And the hiring process is typically much faster, meaning you could start work earning right away. I'm now joined by Taryn Widows, temp specialist at Edge Recruitment. We will explore why temp and contract roles are becoming the smarter move in 2025. Taryn, it's great to have you here.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm happy we're talking about this today. There's so much value in temp and contract work, which often gets overlooked.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get started with the business side of things. We've heard that temp hiring is on the rise in South Australia. Why do you think that is?
It is. Yeah, given the rising cost pressures, we're seeing a shift in how companies hire. When businesses aren't sure what the next few months will look like, committing to a permanent hire can feel risky. So temp staff offer a flexible solution. They can be brought in quickly, often within a day, and they help fill gaps without the long-term financial commitment.
So it's really about agility.
Yes, it is. Temps can help with seasonal demands or leave cover. So comment cover and backfilling when someone gets a promotion, or as cover while recruiting for permanent roles. Temps also a good option for covering projects or even long-term absences. And from a financial point of view, it's often more cost effective. You're only paying for the hours worked and you avoid many of the added costs associated with permanent hires. Federal or state funding or from pledges resulting from elections can also have an impact on a need for a temp contractor and helping cover projects.
That's great insight, Taryn. Now, flipping the script, what would you say to someone who's on the fence about taking a temp or contract role?
It's a really good question because we do see some hesitation. Temp and contract roles can feel a bit uncertain at first, but they come with huge benefits. You get the chance to build new skills, work with different teams, and learn new systems. That kind of experience makes you more marketable in the long run. Temping is great for those perhaps who've moved from interstate or moved to Australia and seek that first foot in the door, or for those in between contracts and need to start earning. Or it can also be for those who've recently resigned and need to work while looking for the next permanent role. If you're seeking to move industry, sometimes temping is a great way to get a taste of a new sector.
Excellent. So for job seekers, it's not just a stopgap.
Not at all. It can be a career booster, in fact. In fact, some temps get paid high rates because the companies need someone with the right skills and right now. And there's always the chance that temp can turn into a permanent role. If a company loves your work and has an opening, you're already in the front line.
That's such a helpful perspective. What about flexibility? I know that's a big buzzword these days, but it's very important to people.
It sure is. Temp and contract work is perfect for that. If you're someone who wants to travel, move around, or just down to one role. These positions give you the freedom for a few months and take a break. And for people in between roles, it's a smarter way to keep gaining experience and gaining income without a gap. It can be a good way to return to work after a break in a career. It can also be a good way for people close to retirement to work shorter term contracts where they can apply their extensive skills and knowledge, earn some great money, top up the super, and more likely to commit to the contract without being lured away for a permanent role.
I love that. So whether you're a business navigating uncertainty or a professional looking to gain experience, temp and contract hiring offers real value on both ends.
Exactly. It's versatile, efficient, and often leads to bigger opportunities. I will always tell people, don't overlook it just because it's not permanent. It could be the best move you make for your business or your career.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for joining me today and sharing your years of experience with us, Taryn. If your employer or job seeker are keen to explore more about temp or contract roles, reach out to Taryn or myself. It could be exactly the solution you've been looking for.
Hi, my name's Joyce Molokai. Edge Recruitment for 6 years as a temp. I think with Edge Recruitment, what's done differently is definitely the support, high quality assignments. The people know the clients really well and they know what suits me and my personality. And also, as time has gone on, I really enjoy doing inspections. So they put me into jobs that are inspection orientated. I get out to meet our clients to really enjoy. It's great, and I'm out on the road, so which I like as well.
Okay, let's take a look at the latest employment stats. So unemployment in South Australia has remained steady at 4% against the national average of 4.1%. This is down in Q1 from 4.2% in the December quarter. However, South Australia has the second lowest employment to population ratio behind Tasmania. Looking at metro versus regional jobs year on year, here in South Australia, metro jobs has held steady while regional jobs has fell by 3% over the last year. In the property and real estate job ads were up a huge 12% in Q1 of 2025 compared to the same quarter of last year, which is bucking the national trend of a 5% drop year on year across real estate and property. And according to Seek, job adverts were only 1% lower in South Australia in the March quarter versus the same quarter last year. This was the smallest decrease of all states, showing the current strength of the job market here in South Australia. Applications per ad are high in almost all locations across the state. However, since 2023, applications per ad have grown at a slower rate in South Australia than the national rate, with this gap continuing to widen. South Australia's year-on-year growth is at 13% compared to 23% nationally. Now let's take a look at why speed is crucial when recruiting in the fast-paced property and real estate market. It's a competitive industry and candidates often have multiple offers on the table and get snapped up quickly. If your recruitment process is slow, unclear, or complicated, you're not just missing out on good people, you're handing good talent to your competitors. So let's look at a few ways to streamline your recruitment process without sacrificing quality. So number one, let's start with a plan. Clearly define the role, responsibilities, and required experience. Decide the number of interview rounds and timeline and keep both as small as possible. And determine who will be involved in the decision-making and brief them up front. Number two, keep it lean. Involve only the essential people, avoid unnecessary layers of approval, and empower your team to act quickly when the right person does come along. Number 3, let's communicate clearly. Let candidates know the process from day one, stages, timing, and when they'll hear from you. Stay in touch. Silence sends the wrong message. Number 4, move with intention. Don't wait for the perfect shortlist. If someone ticks 80% of the boxes and fits culturally, they're worth serious consideration. And provide feedback quickly and make decisions confidently. So tip number 5, review and improve. After each hire, debrief. What worked, what didn't. Ask candidates for feedback and whether they were hired or not. In South Australia's competitive property sector, you need a recruitment process that's clear, focused, and ready to run if you are. You'll attract better people and secure them faster. If you need support with doing this, reach out to the Edge recruitment team. This week's latest job opportunities are presented by the 2025 Employment and Salary Trends Market Report. Get the latest insights you need to remain competitive, attract top talent, and align with the latest salary trends. Visit the Edge Recruitment website to request your market report visit today. So let's take a look at the jobs that we've got currently available here at Edge. So we've got a residential property manager. It's a permanent full-time role based in Adelaide. We're seeking an experienced property manager to manage a stable residential portfolio in Adelaide's central suburbs. Enjoy a supportive team culture and a modern CBD office environment with a competitive salary package, a car allowance, and a growth opportunity. Asset manager. This is also a permanent full-time position, and we're seeking an experienced asset manager for this newly created role located just outside the CBD. This is a great opportunity to lead the development and implementation of asset management at a values-based organisation with focus on work-life balance. And our third role today is a senior manager in property and assets. It's a temporary full-time 6-month role based in Adelaide. We're seeking an experienced commercial leasing and asset manager for this critical leadership role, which is responsible for overseeing an impressive property portfolio, driving commercial lease negotiations and a portfolio and budget reviews. These are just some of the jobs available now at Edge. You'll find the links to these jobs in the comments below. All of our vacant roles can be found on our website at edgerecruit.com.au. So that's it for today. Jump onto Edge Recruitment's social media across LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram if you have anything you'd like to add to the topics we've discussed to stay ahead of the job market and be the first to hear about any new property and real estate job opportunities across Adelaide. Thank you for joining us for the Property Edge. We will be back soon with our next edition to cover the latest market and employment updates across South Australia. We'll see you then.